first-order transfer function parameters identification in automatic mode. There's no problem for PyTops. Hi everyone, we will now see how easy it is to identify first-order transfer function parameters in the automatic mode using PyTops. We know that the parameters of the first-order transfer function are process gain, dead time, and time constant, and how to identify them visually and in manual mode using software. It's time to discover how simple it is to identify the first-order transfer function from the automatic mode in PyTops. When tuning real-life industry processes, changing the mode of the control loop into manual mode can be unwanted. Although it's not dangerous, it's certainly time-consuming, which again strikes the plant financially. Therefore, to identify the system, it would be better to do it in the automatic mode. That is a no-pain process if you're using PyTops, because it's a truly closed-loop system identification tool. Now, with the data from the automatic mode, it's simple to deduct the first-order process. For example, when the step change of a set point occurs, the CV immediately starts to change, and it settles on the new value in a manner of the first-order process. As for the MB, it changes also and settles to a new value, in this example after the overshoot. It's then simple to identify the process gain and its direction, as well as the other parameters, but for a certain accuracy, it's necessary to use the software. Let's now introduce the data to the PyTops and separate the data. Let's choose the first-order process and a positive process gain, as both controlled and manipulated variable have the same directions. When we click Identify, it takes a few seconds for PyTops to identify all the parameters. Let's read them out on the right-hand side. Now, let's look at the next very common example of a first-order process when there is a ramp change in the set point. Here it is again visible the change of both controlled and manipulated variables in the same direction, meaning it has a positive process gain. But both trends show struggles before settling to a new value. Even so, it's safe to say that this is a first-order process, but what is hard is to identify the parameters of the function. Therefore, we will again use software for the identification. Let's introduce the data to PyTops and separate it. Now we will again choose a positive gain of a first-order process and identify the system. We can see that PyTops did it very fast, and the trends of the model and the real value have a great correlation. Let's read out the parameters. Before we continue, make sure to check out our webpage for more information on PyTops and other products, from powerful process control software to tailor-made simulations of your processes to training and consulting. We've got it all to keep your process under control. And that's all for this video. If you like it, click that like button and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us what you think on this topic. And until next time, keep your process under control.